Namaskar everyone, and in Gujarati, Tame shu kare cho, and there are few words I could learn. So this Gujarat set was one of the best ever exam that I have ever attempted, and I'll make it very easy for all of you because you'll all be surprised. You'll be like, what kind of paper this was? So I attempted Gujarat set. My center was in Navrangpura KS College, KS Business Management College. I met a lot of students before the exam, after the exam. Meeting Harshad was one of the best thing. Then meeting Ronak, then Hiral, Dipali, last batch topper, net topper Farheen. Then having a word with Kavita, Riddhi. It's like I just missed one of my students, Toral. She couldn't meet me, but a lot of people were there. And the best part was that this paper proved me wrong again. I love to be proved wrong again. I kept on telling that Gujarat set is easy, it's very easy. In fact, I'm the topper of Gujarat set. So one of my students once said that, sir, you are the topper of Gujarat set. Why do you say it is easy? You should say it is tough. I said I don't want to lie. I know it was easy. And for me, NET and JRF was also cakewalk. But this exam, this Gujarat set exam was surprise. It was more tough than NET exams. If I say the last NET exam, the last to last NET exam, last to last NET exam, it reminded me of 2014 NET exam, it reminded me of 2016's NET exam and 2017 January NET exam. Gujarat set was one of the toughest set exam. It was beating the standard of NET exam. Now, is it the justice done to students of Gujarat? No. Please convey my message to your GPSC groups or the universities that conduct state level exam, because the standard of paper was very high. Paper was totally focused on analytical skills. Moreover, talking about culture studies, English in India, and the questions were like 14 questions, 15 questions asked from culture studies, English in India, and the research thing. It was like a paper for the students of MPhil, PhD, and those also from University of Delhi, JNU, Calcutta, or we can simply say Jamia. It was not the right standard for the students of Gujarat who have no benefits of having expert professors. No offense, you have professors, I understand. But teaching literature, it's been 8 years I'm teaching NET JRF. I found only 7 students from Gujarat. Luckily, 5 of them are NET qualified, and Farheen Sheikh was the NET topper. Imagine where literature is not that much prosperous and people are not concerned about literature, you give them a paper which is totally unknown. I attempted. For me, it was very easy. I was like, okay, we will finish the paper in 20 to 30 minutes and I will be relaxed. But when I opened, the very first question made me think. And almost 80 plus questions were like analytical. I was supposed to read them twice, thrice, and then I went for the right answers. So one of the, I generally complete my NET paper in 1.5 hours maximum. 1.5 hours maximum. Even in Ladakh, I attempted my NET exam. Most of the students, they came to me and they were said, sir, you did it in 1.5 hours. You were so free. You were easily sleeping and feeling cold. You're not attempting. I said I was done in 1.5 hours. This Gujarat set, it involved me for approx 2.5 hours. I got done. I got prepared, done with my paper by 12 o'clock, 9:30 to 12, paper 1 and paper 2. I took like enough time to read and revise questions, to understand the questions. So first of all, a big salute to the standard of the NET exam, set exam. All the students who are preparing NET JRF, all the students who are going to prepare West Bengal set, please solve this paper because West Bengal set is already very tough. And if they found some, inspirations from Gujarat set, you're gonna miss it. So don't worry, it was not of your standard, I understand, but you will have a benefit. Cutoff will go down. Cutoff will definitely decrease because obviously, when one of my students asked me, that's how will you be the topper? I said, yes, I will be, but not because I will score 90 or 80 that I usually do in set exams. Just because I am very sure that not even a single student is going to beat my standard in this exam. The questions were really amazing. Now I'll tell you that what was the standards of question and how many questions were asked from separate fields. So when I was actually in the exam, I was free and I had enough time to do a lot of research. So I have written few things here. So I'm sure you can't read it. 28 questions from British history. I loved it. They are very tough. 8 questions from Indian English literature, 5 questions from American literature, 1 question from Indian aesthetic, and trust me, what a question. I teach my students Vakroti Siddhant by Kuntak. I'm sure a lot of people have never heard it. A lot of coaching centers, they don't teach it. I teach my students Vakroti Siddhant by Kuntak. And they asked how many theories are given by Kuntak, how many Vakras are there. And I was like, oh my god, what a question. So I just loved it. 3 questions from theatre, again amazing question. 14 questions from English in India, 11 questions from literary theory, taking archetype theory and feminism mostly. 6 questions from criticism, I loved it. Philip Sidney ke 2 questions the. 1 question was imitated from net exam, De Quincey. Thomas De Quincey's question was ditto the same question which was asked in last net exam. 12 questions from culture studies. Just 1 question was easy, rest were all very tough. 5 questions from research methodology, unit 10 of net. 3 questions from post-colonials, and out of these 2 were Indian post-colonials. 2 questions from translation, 2 questions from African. And I may have missed some 1 or 2 random questions, I didn't focus. Now, match the following points were almost very tough. Just 1 was easy because of 1 reference, and that was easy for me. So they were very tough. 3 questions were wrong in paper 1, but again, I'm not the expert of paper 1. I generally give my best to English literature only. So better you talk to people, those who can prove it. And then what I found, I have written it here. I don't think आप देख पाओगे. Toughest set ever, net से भी ज़्यादा tough, that I have written for me, so that I can tell you that this is the standard. So it was very tough. Cutoff will go down. Now the question comes that when will I solve the paper? I really want to solve the paper. I was in Gujarat, I was in Ahmedabad meeting my students, my family members. Then I am back to Delhi right now. Today morning I came back. If net exam is declared today, net's result is declared today, so my team will get busy, and as you know that net is something really big because we have the crowd of all over the nation, so we can take some time. But yes, it's a clear promise that this is one of the best exam. I really want to solve it in detail for my students. So all the students who are in online batch, soon I will share the PDF copy of this exam for all of you, and then we will go for the detailed analysis and how I'm going to help the students of NET and JRF. This paper alone has given me 25 plus theories and topics to be prepared for coming exam. Remember the last NET exam was totally based on British history and culture studies and English in India. This is same, but NET exam didn't have the standard, this has a standard. So what if they just pick 10 questions and ask you in the same coming NET exam? So I am going to prepare my students with this thing in a very perfect way. We will also work that what kind of questions can be asked in coming NET exam. And remember, I attempt these exams to learn. I am not the one who go to the centers hiding the face and then say that I am doing PhD, I don't attempt NET. I attempt NET exams, I attempt SET exams. Even if I fail, I don't care. All I am doing is I'm learning. So if I fail, I will learn my mistakes. If I qualify, again, even after qualifying, I will learn from my mistakes. So if this paper has 15 questions which were very much unknown to me, I, Vineet Pandey, will prepare these things in a perfect way and will impart to the students sitting in front of me, maybe in online, maybe in offline. So tell your friends, why do I attempt the exam? To be unbeatable in this field. Well, I will qualify this exam because it was me, but yes, I have sympathies, and share this video with your professors, primarily if you are from Gujarat, and tell them that better you teach us these things before you ask these things in exam. This paper is very tough. From my point of view, call the best NET expert and ask the person to solve the paper within 1.5 hours or qualify. I bet 99% people will fail. Even the NET experts will fail. This is one of the toughest one. So all the students who are from Gujarat are feeling bad for not attempting good in exam. Don't worry, I can understand you. It's not your fault. Syllabus was not up to the mark and paper was totally out of syllabus for you all. But we are smart. We're gonna work for NET JRF, taking this exam in our mind. I, Vineet Pandey, invite you to join my online classes and offline classes so that you can have the courage and the confidence like me. Call me on 85870 35827, and you can find me on Sahitya Classes website, Sahitya Classes Delhi. You can also find us on Instagram and YouTube channel UGC-NET English Literature. Share the video with every Gujarati, and yes, I love the Gujarati food and Kathiawadi thali primarily, and meeting my own students primarily, all these three girls who proved that Gujarat has literature and who told me that even the Gujarati can be the topper of NET JRF exam. This video is dedicated to these three girls, Dipali, Hiral and Farheen. God bless you all. Take care.